In case you haven't noticed, it's the little things in Madden 22 that are winning players more games. Things like optimizing your depth chart for special teams to get more turnovers on kick coverage. Things like understanding clock management from the first snap to the final snap and how it differs from when you start with the ball versus getting the ball at half. It's the little things that are going to win you games this year. So naturally, we need to talk about two-point conversions. In today's video, I'm going to show you the most popular meta tactic for two-point conversions that you see most players using online and head-to-head. And I'm going to introduce a concept that you probably didn't know that I think is the sneakiest way to get two-point conversions and milk out games on short yardage downs. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is up, guys? Dan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking two-point conversions. So let's not waste any time. Let's take it straight to the practice field. The first concept that I'm going to show you is the most popular passing concept that players use online. You've seen this a million times. This is the dig return. So this is something that you could call out of a bunch set. It doesn't matter if it's gun bunch or bunch offset. The play is dig return. And the way that most players tend to run this is they are going to, against this particular meta, which is 3-3-5 wide more often than not, they are going to take and put their X receiver on a smoke route. They are going to basically leave this route combo stock, or you might see something that looks like this, where they put the B receiver on a flat and they put the running back on an in route out of the backfield, and try to throw it as it cuts underneath. So you've got two different route combos that you can run in terms of the tight end and the B receiver, or the B receiver and the running back. So again, this is kind of what this play looks like. This is basically the most popular two-point conversion / inside the 5 touchdown play that players like to run. And the primary reads that you have on this are going to be the low right side, or the low side, basically right in front of the tight end on the bunch side, and then also the in route cutting along the back of the end zone. So naturally, you guys know that most players tend to run, the drop zone, the hard flat style coverage, or they send 5. They're trying to get pressure on the quarterback, which is why blocking the tight end can be so valuable for you in this. And the key here with this is that most players tend to kind of just user the middle of the field. And right now my play art is glitched, but this player actually is rushing on this play. In general, this guy kind of just stands in the middle of the field. And what most players will do when you see them run this play is they're going to look to throw either B right as he whips to the outside for a low ball possession catch, or they're going to throw right bumper either in the middle of the end zone if it's wide open, or they're going to wait for it to get to the back pylon before throwing a bullet pass. So we'll go ahead and start off here. You kind of see that you could go ahead and throw that ball right there. That's a very, very easy read. Now, again, that little shallow right side is a very, very popular area for a lot of players because you can exploit that with either the whip route, or you could go ahead and run the running back on a route. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. So with this, we use the running back on an in route. We block the tight end. We still smoke route the X receiver, and we put the B receiver on a flat. Some players even go as far as to motion this receiver out into the flat. And then they're going to be looking for the running back right as he cuts across the middle right here for the two-point conversion. So pretty easy to exploit that area of the field. Now, the other area of the field that players like to throw to on this play is the back of the end zone. And what most players tend to do with this is they kind of wait for this in route to clear, and you'll see them kind of throw either the ball like right in, if I could get this reticle, this area, or depending on the coverage, they may wait for him to get back into this area of the field if it's a cover 2 base defense. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. We'll go ahead and call a cover 2 here. Most players are going to play a hard flat style of coverage because you can throw the smoke route if they don't. Right here, X would be your first read against a cover 2. If the guy backs up, you throw it to him and then just fall into the end zone. If not, you're looking for right bumper along the back of the end zone. So right here, we're going to throw this. You're going to see what I'm talking about and see how he just gets into this area of the field against a cover 2. I don't know why the deep half goes to the area of the field that it goes to, but that's the way this coverage behaves against this particular play. So again, I'll show you Tampa 2, this time with the nickel corner on that side. Really, all you have to do is just put X on a smoke route, quick snap it, watch that deep half on the right. He runs to the middle of the field, and you just throw that to the back of the end zone and possession catch it for 2 points. So you're going to see this all the time. This is the #1 most spam play for a 2-point conversion. A lot of players love it. Let's go ahead and respot the ball here, and we're going to move on to our sneaky version of the 2-point conversion that I'm going to show you right after this. If you guys are enjoying this free YouTube content, I would strongly urge you to go over to my strategy website. GridironGameplansgg is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active, and access to our Discord server, where every single Wednesday, we have a live lab session covering the week's Vault content and any questions you guys have about Madden. So make sure you guys head over to GridironGameplansgg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about the sneakiest 2-point conversion concept that you guys can call in Madden 22. And this is going to be a RPO under center stretch style of play, in which when you motion a receiver, his route changes from a blocking assignment into a hitch. It's really, really key that you do that this way. You need this hitch route. So let's go ahead and call, for me in the LA Rams offense, which I have my full offense on GridironGameplansgg, that LA Rams X Nasty offense. If I need a 2-point conversion, we're going to look at a play like stretch alert bubble out of the single back doubles. So with this particular play, the goal here is understanding that on RPO based plays, more often than not, you're going to end up with more of a pinch style look, more of a run style defense. They're going to kind of hang out right here and try to prevent you from running a dive or a trap or anything like that, right? Now, the really interesting thing about this is that with this particular concept, if you go and you motion the outside receiver, that is the blocker on this bubble screen, his route turns into a hitch. And if you time this correctly, you can snap the ball right as he passes the tight end and just literally throw the ball to him and possession catch it into the end zone for 2 points. Now, right there, it looks like he was short, but I'm telling you, he got in on that play. He would have been able to get credit for the ball crossing the plane there for a 2-point conversion. So with this play, the really cool thing is that if you're patient, it's going to allow you to throw the ball to this player as they block the guy a little bit later. So kind of be patient. You see here how he gets engaged, and you can just throw the ball out in the flat and you're good to go. Now, even if they put their outside linebacker in, say, like a purple zone, right? This doesn't really impact too much. So I'm going to put Judon in a purple zone here, and I'm even going to have this cloud flat out here with Phillips. And you're going to see that if you're patient enough, you should be able to throw the ball to Diggs. Just trust that your guy is going to actually block on this play. So you can kind of snap the ball, let them go out and pick him up and throw the ball outside. So even if they've got multiple players in purples and blues on this play, you're going to be just fine. It's all about patience. So again, let me show that to you. We've got Judon in a purple. I've got the safety on this side in a blue zone. You know, all you have to do is just be patient. Kind of motion him across, let him get past the tight end a couple steps, snap the ball, be patient, wait for him to be blocked, and then throw the football to him. So you see right here, he gets blocked, we possession catch it, we're in. So again, the earlier you throw it, the less successful this play is. It's a little bit tough to train yourself to hold on to the ball that long, but you need to make sure that the tight end is making contact with this player, which is going to allow you to then throw the ball out wide and be able to get the catch for the 2-point conversion or the first down. This is really, really big, obviously, in the open field too. So naturally, like if you put yourself in a spot where you need, you know, on a 4th down and 1 or a 4th down and 2, you come out in this set, naturally, you're going to get a lot of players that are going to say, okay, I'm not giving up a 0-1 trap. I know single back doubles. A lot of players like to run trap. They like to run zone weak and dive. You know, I'm not going to allow for that. I also know that there's a bubble screen. So maybe I have my purple set to 0 on this play. And, you know, maybe I'm rushing 4 and trying to shoot a gap, right? So in this situation, if this guy's blitzing or he's in a purple, it doesn't matter. He's going to be blocked. So again, with this play, you're just motioning Diggs across on a, you know, a 4th down and 1 or a 4th down and 2. Just kind of let him get out there, snap the ball, let the guy get blocked, possession catch, it's over. So this is something that they're going to have to be in some sort of man align with. They're going to have to flip with you. The guy's going to have to be manned up in order for them to be able to get this to work. Now, the really cool thing on this is that if your opponent likes to go ahead and maybe pass commit, maybe they're expecting this, they're a smart player and they've seen this before, you know, you can see that guy kind of fire out and then go ahead and just take the stretch handoff. So if you don't feel comfortable with it, like you snap the ball and the guy immediately flies out wide, go ahead and just take the handoff, and then, you know, now you're out against a pass committed defense. You're going to end up picking up the 1 or 2 yards anyways, or the 2-point conversion either way. So, you know, again, it's really important that you understand that the player on the perimeter has to be blocked for you to throw this. Be patient, trust the process, lab this. Don't just take this straight into a game and run it for the first time ever for a game-winning play and then get mad at me if it doesn't work. Practice, 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 practice. It makes perfect. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Love to see them. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.